Hi everyone, welcome back. Those that are new, welcome. Thank you for your likes, shares and subscribes. I do love you all. Today I'm going to be looking into the motion to dismiss the grand jury indictment for Bryan Kohberger. Now, there was like 20 pages of the indictment, of the motion to dismiss the indictment, so I won't be going through that. But in a nutshell, I can say that they've gone back to the law of, they even went as far back as England. They believed that the state have misled the grand jury by telling them that the standard of proof is only reasonable doubt to be able to grant an indictment for Kohberger. They are saying that the standard of proof needs to be beyond a reasonable doubt to grant an indictment. So what I would like to know is, how confident are the defence in this motion? What will the state response be? And what will the judge decide here? Okay. So, what's the defence's energies towards this motion, please, Spirit? What's the defence's energies towards this motion? Okay, we have the Four of Coins, we have the Four of Wands in reverse, the Ten of Swords. Could I have two more, please? What's the defendant's energies towards this motion, please? One more card. Thank you. So we have the Four of Coins, the Four of Wands in reverse, the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. So this is showing control here. They are trying to control a situation where they're feeling that they're bottoming out. There's a victim mentality here. They're not too confident, and it looks like that it is a long shot here. But there's going to be a fast response to put a stop to this argument right here. So I don't believe, I don't believe that they are feeling too confident about it. They've put it in. It's a long shot. They know it's a long shot, but they're trying everything possible. But they definitely will be getting a quick response from the state to put an end to this conflict. Okay. So have the state misled the grand jury? Have the state misled the... Thank you. Have the state misled the grand jury? We have the Tower, the Three of Coins, the Nine of Coins, and the Five of Cups. No, it doesn't seem like it at all. But this is very unexpected, this motion. They have been very reliable and competent with their teamwork and planning here. They feel like they're actually crying over spilt milk here. There's no way that they're going to win. They're going to lose. The defense is definitely going to lose this argument here. They were very disciplined. They were very competent. And they have done the right thing here with the grand jury. They dotted all their I's. They crossed all their T's. But this argument was very unexpected. Very unexpected. But they can just see that it's just a way of controlling, trying to control the situation. But no, there doesn't seem to be... They haven't seemed to have misled the jury here, and they will win the argument. So what will the judge decide? How is the judge going to look at this argument? Please, Spirit. Nine of Cups, the Judgment card, and the Two of Coins. He's actually going to see this as being a bit amusing. As you can see, the smile on his face, looking at, like, what are you thinking? He actually seen it as very unexpected as well. He will look at both sides. He may even read the 20 pages of the motion, and he will go through it. And he may consider some of the things that they're put forth. But the judgment will be that the state did not mislead the grand jury. Now, from what I understand is they're saying that it needs to be a higher standard as in beyond a reasonable doubt, to be able to indict a person. And the state is saying, no, it only has to be a reasonable doubt. So they're actually, the defense are actually saying that the court doesn't have the right to adjust the standard of proof. When in fact they didn't. They need to look at some amendments that have been made here. But the judge, I can't help but look at his smiling face. Kind of smug-like, thinking, wow, you think? That's all I'm getting, you think? No, he doesn't think. He's just seeing it as a juggling act. Now, he can be as flexible as he wants. He just needs to use his own discretion in making this judgment. But he knows that the state haven't done anything wrong here, and I don't believe that he will drop the indictment. He sees it as amusing. So could I ask, what I really want to know is, how do the defense believe that Bryan Kohberger is innocent? Do they believe it? Do his defense team believe that he is innocent? Please, Spirit. No, they don't, you know. They actually don't believe he is innocent. But because they are working for him, they don't ask those questions. He would not have turned around and said, I did it. Because they are working to defend him, they need to see a different perspective. So they're trying to get him off with a technicality and trying to manipulate the situation. Like playing chess. They're playing chess with one another. A chess move, another chess move. But it's caught them all off guard here. And the judge is going to find it amusing. Not that he'll show it, but I don't believe that the defense actually believe that he's innocent. They're just doing their job. Okay. So what I also would like to know is whose idea was it to put in this motion, please? Whose idea was it to put in this motion going back to the 1700s? If you read the 20 pages, it's like a history lesson, guys. You will learn a bit. Where did they get the idea to put this motion in? Thank you. We have the temperance, the blending of energies. A combination. I believe that Bryan's put them up to this or talked about it and said, well, this is the rules going back to 1700. This is what I want to argue here. So they've decided to go with it. As much of a long shot as it is. He definitely does have a victim mentality here too, and this is Ten of Swords, imprisonment. And it doesn't seem to be that his team believe that he is actually innocent, but they're defending him anyway, which they have to, give him that fair trial. But it seems like Bryan, get your tail off. Seems like Bryan actually had a hand in this one. Him trying to control the situation. So, of course, they're doing everything in their power to keep him pleased with what they're doing for him. And in his belief, he believed he was right. But he's definitely missing something here. And that would be amendments. He's missing the amendments. It's beyond a reasonable doubt to prove if someone is guilty of a crime. It wasn't the jury's, the grand jury's job to find him guilty or innocent of the crime. It was their job to find a reasonable doubt. No, sorry, not a reasonable doubt. See, now I'm getting confused. A probable cause to indict him to stand trial. And this is where I believe Bryan seems to be confused. Or his defense team. I must say I do love this card though, showing what the judge's reaction will be in his head. Just the face. And he's very disciplined, this judge. So I'd pretty much say that no, the indictment won't be dismissed. The state haven't misled the grand jury, and the defence are just totally wrong in their motion. Just wrong. They're crying over spilt milk. They're going to have a loss. Definitely in this argument. Because they're wrong. But it looks like to me that Bryan's been giving his defence some history lessons here. Maybe manipulating his own defence team. Making them see his side of things. And they've just gone for the long shot. It's a really long shot. And they're not going to be successful, I'm afraid. And it seems to me that the state are going to be very quick in acting and responding to this. I believe they're already responding to the last motion of, well, Bryan's response to the state demanding an alibi. I believe now that the state have already responded to that, saying, no, if you have an alibi, you give it to us now. Or you can't produce it in court. But as I said in the last reading, the judge can use his discretion there as well to see whether or not it could be helped that the alibi was left to the last minute, if there was some sort of reason for it, some good reason for it, or whether or not they've just held on to it. Because if they've just held on to it and refused to hand it over, well, that's not fair either to the state, because then the state needs to know what his alibi is so that they can investigate. Just like the defence are requesting everything, the state also need to know everything. It goes both ways with discovery, which I can see. But yes, I do believe in that case the judge will keep it to his own discretion if it happens. Okay, well, I hope this didn't confuse you any more than the actual motion did. And if you were to read the 20 pages, you would understand what I'm talking about. It's a lot of legal jargon, a lot of past precedents, very, very past precedents, like not in modern times. So it's a very, very far back long shot. And he's forgotten about some amendments, I'm afraid. So I shall leave the reading there. But for anyone that I have confused, I'll just quickly recap. So the defence is feeling victimised It looks like they want to be in control here. They're not very confident at the motion that they've set forth. There is going to be some fast communication with them, a fast response. They are going to lose this argument. There will be a judgment called. It's very unexpected for the defense and the judge, or for the state and the judge. They did dot their I's and cross all their T's. They haven't done anything wrong to mislead the grand jury here to receive the indictment. The judge will be finding this amusing, but the judge is very disciplined here, and he's self-reliant and refined. He knows his work. And he will look at both sides of the situation and consider what they are saying. But realise that they are wrong. And when I asked if the defence team believe that Bryan's innocent, I get a no. I got the hangman and the magician. They see him as manipulating the situation, and them having to see a new perspective on things to defend him and to do their job and not ask whether he's guilty or innocent. Just defend him how he wants to be defended. And I believe that this motion had something to do with Bryan's input here. And a history lesson for his defence team. I could imagine how hard he is to defend here, when I would say that he believes that he knows more than they do. But they knew it was a long shot. They weren't confident about it. The state is safe. The judge is amused. And they will move on. Love and light.